Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Mike and Jake podcast. I am Jake, and this week I'm joined by...
Mike the Melbourne.
Juwan.
Swag.
And Swag.
And Swag.
Vast amounts of it, because, you know, we're faggots and like swag.
We're very okay. And love Melbourne.
Dude, great. That reminded me of the thing that I keep referencing all the time. Before we get into what we're talking about, I watched that Bo Burnham special.
Yeah.
Called, like, What? And he starts off with it, and he just goes, alright, this is a joke for all my fellas. And he goes, yeah, fellas! And then he just goes, don't you hate when you're blowing a dude and he turns out to be a faggot? I hate that! And I was like, oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Right.
Anyway, this week on the podcast, we're going to be discussing SAO and the premiere of season 2.
For you non-Spanish.
For all of you non-Hispanic folk.
Alright, so, right, who wants to go first with opinions and ideas? You want to go first?
I guess we'll go right to left.
Cool.
For the audience, left to right.
Right.
Opinion, it might be a strong season.
Strong opening?
Strong opening, really solid. It was solid. I enjoyed it. I can't wait. I want more.
Yeah.
I wish it would just release the whole thing instead
Right
of waiting.
now, yeah.
I'm impatient, so I don't know. I wish it would. Ideas. I'm guessing for those of you who watched it, spoiler alert.
Yeah, this is going to be a big spoiler
Again,
episode.
spoiler alert.
Yeah, big spoiler episode.
Kirito's a girl, and I'm thinking he's in disguise, because I mean, they're going to headhunt him because he's the guy who saved everybody from Sword Art Online. Call of Duty, and he's a Jedi.
Gun Gale Online.
Gun Gale.
Call of Duty.
Hashtag Call of Duty. Hashtag Kirito's a Jedi now.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
His pink lightsaber.
Pistol-wielding Jedi.
Dude, no, it's purple. He's going for the Mace Windu. He likes to dress all in black, so he likes the Mace Windu feel.
Exactly.
Wow. Alright.
That took a dark turn.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, nobody Asuna Moe.
Oh, yes, please.
Unless you like young girls in your silica.
Thoughts?
Excellent. I agree with him. It was a very strong first episode. It leaves the rest of the season kind of open, but not like it's like, oh, what's this? Like, it's structured.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, as he said, Asuna's is a girl because he's in disguise.
Kirito, not Asuna.
Wow, sorry, I had a stroke.
I hope Asuna's a girl in real life too.
I'm pretty.
Plot twist.
I'm pretty sure Liz, Asuna, Yui, and what was the other girl? Silica, and who's the young girl?
Kirito's cousin?
No. The girl who was like in episode 5 where they went to the fucking flower place.
Yeah, it's Silica.
Then who's his cousin?
Cousin, yeah, Leafa.
Leafa, right? There we go. They're not going to be. I don't think they're going to be in Gun Gale. I think they're going to stay in the Seed in ALO or Aincrad.
Mm-hmm. I hope Aincrad makes her appearance.
It did at the end of season 1.
Yeah.
He was like, the castle's back, and he's like, I'm going to go clear it.
And then at the end of the extra edition too. At the end of the extra edition.
Well, not only that.
In the movie,
he looked up at it and then
I didn't actually watch the movie.
You gotta watch the movie.
It's
just the last half an hour.
Yeah, just the last half hour.
Yeah, you guys were telling me like the first 2 hours is just a recap of the season.
Yeah,
it's just like, you know, remember that guy Kirito was talking to in the restaurant?
Yeah.
It's basically him talking to him for that whole first hour, and then
well, that was the guy that was saying that was first when he first woke up. I always mess up the fucking name. I can't say.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Well, no, that was ALO.
Yeah. Well, and then it's also about trying to teach Leafa how to swim. Kirito's sister's name I keep forgetting.
Yeah, all the girls hung out and they were in bikinis.
That's it, Sigala. That's something like that.
Okay. What else? Can't wait to hear more about Shion. Might be my new favorite female character, maybe.
Every time you say it, I keep thinking about Shion from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, sorry.
I keep thinking of Chinook for some reason.
That's a fucking helicopter.
That's helicopters. I just immediately want to keep going to.
Hopefully, the next episode, which is airing, it will be probably be up by tomorrow. Definitely.
It's Friday right now.
Yeah.
Which means technically it's airing.
It's
airing in Japan right now.
Or in a few hours.
Yeah.
And interested to see what the next episode will bring. Yeah. So, anything else I can think of? Not really. Have a go.
I'll have a go. Prepare for the lynching. Of me. I'm not going to say that it wasn't a strong episode, but it was just like every other episode of a show when it starts a new season. slow. They throw a lot of shit at you, and you spend the next half an hour afterwards being like, gonna need to watch that another 2 times in order to understand what the fuck is going on. And the first thing that I said when the episode started was the first time I paused it to critique something was when the guy was like, now you learn what death is, and he shot him. Remember the name. Fucking Death Gun? You couldn't have think of something better than Death Gun? I'm sorry, that's just...
Desuko.
Well, it's like...
It seems like in Japanese, it sounds pretty badass.
Yeah.
In English, it's like Death Gun.
Well,
Right.
just think about all
alright.
their usernames, though. Besides probably Liz and Silica. Think about all their other usernames, like Asuna's is her first name. Kirito is...
I'm not saying I'm not saying
What are you
that
trying to say? This guy's name is Death and Gun?
Death and Gun,
Yeah.
Death or Gunman.
Bro,
No,
your name is Death Gun.
He looks like a very formidable. He looks like a very formidable foe. The first thing I thought when I saw his eye was Terminator.
Yeah,
he's got the red
looks
eyes.
pretty creepy.
But from what I can see, they're going really, really. They're focusing on so much on the future. Half the episode was just Ashina being like, "What are we gonna do? We need a plan."
Well, I don't know if they hang out a lot, or if it's they hang out once in a while, because I don't know how close they live together.
Kirito and Ashina?
Yeah.
She said in the episode we see each other all the time.
Okay, fine. Because she should say something like,
She's camped outside of his apartment, his house. She has a sleeping bag out there.
Not to mention the Yui thing.
Yeah, oh my god.
Thing.
Yeah, I got upset because they were they're trying to find a way to make an augmented reality where you can see parts of the game in real life almost. I guess that's the easiest way to explain it.
No, they were trying to...
They're trying to bring the worlds together,
Yeah.
basically.
So
like
they
it's
can
Digimon.
They can see Yui IRL.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was like, why don't you just have a real kid?
But then I said, Kirito's underage.
Yeah, which
And they
I
would
didn't
get lynched
technically-
real
Well, he's underage in America.
I'm pretty sure in Japan...
I'm-
Well, in Japan, they're
They're legal at 14. 13,
Really?
14, yeah.
What?
Holy shit.
Yeah, they're legal at 14 in Japan. That's why it's kind of bad to bring on a Japanese woman, because she might be 14. In Japan, they're 13, 14. They're legal. The age of consent's 13 or 14, so they're legal in Japan. So they can have a kid.
I want to look this up so that way we're not really putting it onto the internet being go to Japan.
No, yeah, that's a known fact.
Not no doors!
I mean, I didn't look it up, so...
Well, I didn't look it up either, but I heard that and I looked it up and I was like, oh, well, okay, I did look it up. I was like, oh my god,
Damn, dude.
That's why the mothers always look so young, because they're 15 years old.
I'd rather see, I would rather see Yui rather than Ashina get pregnant, because then that she's pretty much out of the show at that point.
Hashtag chapter 16.5.
16.5.
She's just pretty much out of the show. You know what I mean? It's just wow,
not gonna be in the game
you
for
have a
much.
kid now.
Yeah, no, right.
You have a kid. So if you want to make it, if you want to try to make it real life, that's a full-time responsibility. It's not going to be with Yui, where you can pay attention to her, but she has more power than both of you combined, because she's the fucking code.
Yeah,
she can change the code. So with her, it's different because she can take care of you back, but with a child, that's a full-time thing.
Well, not really, because there has been animes where they've had kids and they're not completely out of the show, like Dragon Ball and Clannad. That's another show.
Yeah, but if you think about it, when a lot of people grow up, if you play games a lot as a teenager, you grow up, you have a kid, you're not playing games as much.
Right.
Which could
Unless
be
you're
something
deadbeat.
for Ashina. And for Kirito, for that matter, because then it's you have other things to do. You can't be plugging in and just laying there for 2 days and not doing anything, because then your kid's gonna die.
Yeah.
If you don't eat for 2 days,
Not just you.
Just plug the kid in.
Have fun.
But the other thing that I did want to touch on was the fact that the guy did kill someone.
Yes,
from the game.
This
Two people. That's
this is going to be an interesting...
From the game. And the way that they showed it was very interesting was, even though it was heart failure, when the guy shot at the screen, they showed the bullet coming out of almost like an Ethernet cord.
Yeah.
And flying into the room and killing the guy. And I was like,
but you
wow.
you also have to think, they didn't find anything wrong with the bodies. They just
That's why I didn't believe that. But and then I started thinking about it like, well, the people that make the new thing, it's not like the helmet gear now. It's just
Aosphere.
Yeah,
the Aosphere,
they said that it can't shock you to the point
Yeah.
where it can hurt you, but. Like, I'm probably reading way too deep into it, and it's probably not it at all. You could die from fucking 50 volts. It's just a matter if it crosses your heart. If it crosses your heart at the right point, but it can still... Where is it going to go? It's going to try to go to your feet to get out.
Well, just,
if it goes
it'll
into your
fry
head,
your
it's gonna
brain
go.
before it hits your heart.
That's true. I mean, it could happen. I don't know. I'm reading. That's why I said I'm reading way too deep into it, because it's not realistic. Where it's like, you get a shock, you could die from this.
I mean, the guy mentioned that Aosphere is a lot different than nerve gear. And
they made it known that you cannot die from being electrocuted.
My guess, it's Kaiba again.
He died.
Well, he walked off though.
No, he died.
Oh, he died, so he's dead. He's gone.
He's gone.
Because I thought, because when he walked off in Alfheim Online at the end of it, like he just walked off. He was gone.
Yeah, pretty sure.
So he's
he committed
Little known
suicide.
fact: people that walk off actually are dead.
Hashtag super.
I don't get paid enough for this amount.
Yeah.
You beat my game.
You beat my game.
But I like how they made it. They made it almost like real life. Like when you have a really good idea, there's a really good chance that somebody's already done that idea. We were talking about this earlier. Kirito's like, yeah, I want to do this so you can make like an augmented reality so it's like real life. And then this guy's like, done it, kill people from a video game in real life. Don't care. And I was like, oh, alright, well, there's your idea.
I want the digital world to come to the real world. Actually, Digimon.
Yeah.
Next season,
my prediction for that though, most games, and this is true for SAO as well, when they were in Ironclad, they obviously fought monsters.
Yeah, big guys.
My theory for this is that they're going to merge, and the monsters will come into the real world, and they're going to fuck people up.
Gun Gale's different than the Seep, though, I'm pretty sure.
I'm just saying there has to be some kind of other enemy other than just like PvP.
We don't know. It depends on what the.
I'm just saying if they're the first thing that I thought of when he said merging the realms, I thought you like almost like Doom. You're opening a portal to hell and things are walking into your world. That's immediately what I thought of.
That might be something because the guy doesn't know that Kaiba gave Kirito the seed.
Yeah,
and he doesn't know it exists.
Because in the movie, he asked him, have you heard of the seed? Yeah, what about it? Then he kind of brushed him off.
Right, yeah.
So,
and then he was like, these new tiny servers of MMOs are coming up, and Kirito's just like,
whatever.
No,
cool.
no, not me.
I'm really just
basically
basing off what you're taking from the movie of what Mike told me. That's it. I didn't watch the movie.
I mean, if you're a hardcore fan, you can watch it and get a little bit out of it.
Link me to it.
Alright, okay.
You can watch it on Hulu or Crunchyroll
or if you're poor and you can't.
Yeah, you can get it for Hulu for free. I don't have a Hulu account. Screw that.
Oh, okay.
I'm just punching off my girlfriend's Netflix account.
Netflix for the win.
You think I'm gonna pay for Hulu?
Don't do the same thing. Got any other?
Just touching back on the SAO. And this ties into gaming, I guess. I want to see something like Gun Gale Online actually come out. I don't want to see another Call of Duty. I want to see something where you actually have like squad battles and you work together, and not try to, blow the guy next to you.
I mean,
two things on that.
Yeah.
First, before we go into like an actual game like that, the thing that I really want to see, I just want to hurry up and get to the episode where Kirito is using a sword.
Yeah, I want to find out what that is because we're pretty sure it's a lightsaber.
Yeah, we're 100% sure.
Well, maybe it's just some kind of like charged attack because if you remember from Ironclad, whenever they did an attack, they glowed.
But it stayed lit though. I don't think that's a sword skill. I think that's a legit.
I think that's a cheat.
It might be
hacking.
Because the guy's like,
Peter.
yeah, I want you to go in and we'll do whatever you want so you can get in. I'm thinking he gives him a sword of some sort.
Maybe because he's playing against pro players, he needs like some kind of a boost.
Right.
Like the dual wielding boost.
But yeah, like it is called Gun Gale.
Oh man, that'd be cool if he's running down with a sword in one hand and a gun in another hand.
He is. That's what he does.
What?
Yeah, he's got a.
Oh,
he's got
wait, cool.
Why does he just get? Why doesn't he she get a gunblade?
Hi, I'm actually Leon from Final Fantasy Kingdom Hearts.
Or do some shit from like Ruby.
Yeah,
right.
I would like to see that. That would have been
But
awesome.
Mike and I were at the mall earlier, and we were talking about it, and I will never ever say that this is true. This is completely a rumor from what I've seen from a GIF online. Or a GIF, however the fuck you say it. I say GIF, so fuck you.
I call it gay. No.
I call it a GIF.
I actually call it Homo sapien.
But I saw a GIF of what looks to be a game when you're in like Ironcrad, like you're running around as Kirito fighting these monsters. Like
isn't that
Infinity Moment or something like that?
No, like this looks like it's for the Xbox.
Oh, no, you're not talking about the PSP game that's coming out.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I'm talking like console games.
Console game, but it's not Sword Art Online. Or is it Sword Art Online?
Yeah, it was Kirito.
It was Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, because I mean, Kingdom Hearts is
Did
coming
you
over to
watch
the Xbox, so I don't know. I don't know if that game's coming out for the Xbox or if it's just coming out for the Vita. I'm not sure.
The Kingdom Hearts game or
The Sword Art Online game that's coming out.
That's a very big possibility. They do
because
a lot of that stuff.
the Sword Art Online, there's one Sword Art Online game that already came out before the anime came out, I think, that came out only in Japan.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was pretty poor quality.
Yeah, which then this is like a reboot of that game,
HD.
which is HD, but they gave it a different name, and now it's coming out worldwide.
Right.
Except it's already out in Japan, I think. It's already out in Europe. We have to wait because we just got the date for when it's coming out, because for a while I was checking up on it, it says North America Q3 for like quarter 3 for the game. So now it's like, okay, it's coming out August 19th, which I hate because now I gotta wait.
I mean, that's not...
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
This is not like 2015.
It's not like we were running the GameStop thinking the game came out already, except it came out in Japan. Alright, I got the name of the game wrong. It's Hollow Fragment, not Infinity Moment. Infinity Moment was the game that came out in Japan, but didn't release in English.
Right.
So, but like I was saying, I really would like to see a game that's like SAO or that's like Gun Gale, because I want to see more.
I should show you the MMO floor plan I made up. I really haven't showed him yet in a while.
You sent me the one thing over a message.
Yeah, and that was like the early draft.
Yeah. Still badass though.
Yeah.
I want an MMO like that.
I would love to make an MMO.
So would I. I'll help you. Because
Yeah.
I'm
It's
tired.
like the most expensive game to make.
This,
now.
yeah, I know. This is the thing I'm thinking now that gaming is shooting itself in the foot.
What, all MMOs?
Just gaming in general. MMOs are surviving because of the fandom that it has, and Sword Art Online is probably giving a boost to it.
Oh yeah, because
So-
after I watch Sword Art Online,
Like-
I'm gonna go back into fucking playing some MMOs.
Yeah, right. You know, after you watch Sword Art Online, you're like, okay, I kind of want to go back and play MMOs now.
Right.
I want to
There's
run a
not
guild.
really any like.
But there's not any MMOs out there, and everybody has their own favorite.
They're
Like,
really
they picked their
great.
poison already.
I mean,
So-
Guild Wars 2 is probably
You were
one
telling me about that,
of the best. And
Right.
here's the thing: it's a flat purchase, and that's it.
That's it.
You buy the Heroic Edition, which is, I think you buy the standard game, it's like 30. You could buy the second edition, which is a little bit more. It's like 40, and then the Super Duper pack, it's like 60. But that is a one-time payment, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
There's no fucking monthly, none of that bullshit.
So
You pay for it, you got it.
I need to like build.
And that's what MMOs should
See,
be.
there's a
I
lot
need to
of
build me a
MMOs that
tower.
like that's a popular MMO, but like the most popular MMOs give MMOs a bad name. I'm looking at you, WoW.
Yeah.
Like that game, it's.
You shouldn't be
I
paying.
played WoW for such a long time, and it gets so expensive, and it doesn't even look good.
No.
It
Not worth
looks
it.
like it looks.
That's why.
It looks like fucking Minecraft.
Yeah.
It does, and Minecraft has like 11 employees. The last time I checked, the Blizzard team that works on WoW is like 300 strong.
Yeah.
Which is, are you fucking kidding me?
And I love how they like fucking pimp out the trailers, and it's just like, here's gameplay. It's like,
Maybe
wow.
300 strong. I don't know. Does 300 sound like something that would be
Like a
reasonable to work on
development
that?
team?
For
For
a,
Blizzard?
for a gaming company, yeah. I mean, it's not like a Fortune 500 where it's like
Fucking Activision.
Yeah.
At least 500.
there's this other MMO. I don't know if it's MMO or not. I think it is. It's called Arcade.
Arcade, that's coming. It's an
Arcade,
alpha.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
pretty
Arcade,
cool.
yeah. It's like a sandbox, right?
Yeah.
Where you can build you can literally build Sword Art Online in the game.
Somebody was actually telling me, or I read this the other day, I was reading about MMOs, and I was reading about ESO, actually, and just how bad it is. And
What if it's gotten any better?
doubt it. But I was reading something, and someone was like, in a way, they have a point.
Right.
But in another way, they're fucking retarded. They were like, Minecraft is becoming one of the biggest MMOs. And I was like,
Ooh.
if you have
Dude,
a server...
That's a debate.
If you have a server, I mean technically.
Right.
Technically, but I've never been on a server, even the most popular server. I was on Syndicate server at a couple of times, and there was only 300 people on it. That's not massive.
Here, but check this. When you die, you lose your experience.
Exactly.
That's true. I mean... So
and it's not like
it is a debate, but like there's no way that this person can be like, yeah, it's coming in and taking over. No, it's not, because as much as I hate to admit it, WoW is at the top of the standings, and it's going to be there for a very long time.
It's like League.
Minecraft did knock out Call of Duty.
Gameplay-wise?
Gameplay-wise. Remember on
it's not that hard.
Well, I know it's not that hard, but I mean, still, something to come in and be that young and take out Call of Duty. It's rising. I mean, you know,
it was rising a long time ago. Like I don't want to say it's climaxed, but like when I first bought Minecraft for PC, it was like $17. That's how early it was, and now it's like 27 or something.
Like,
but I knew Minecraft was big. Like I obviously knew that a lot of people played it, and I was like, this is a big game. But when it released on PS3 and sold 1 million copies in the first 24 hours, I was like, this game is fucking big.
Yeah.
This is a large fucking game.
Because it's simple.
It is.
It's simple,
but you know what that pisses me off the most about it?
Running out of steam.
It just the fact that the creator just abandoned it.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm bored of working on this. I'm moving on. And then the project he moved on to completely fell through.
Right.
And it's not like he can't go back to Minecraft because it's his.
Yeah.
So, I mean, whatever. He's a millionaire, and now he's just like a dick kind of about it. He's more than a millionaire. He's a multi-millionaire.
The thing about Minecraft is, I don't get how people can play for hours and people stream on Twitch
very
for hours.
boring.
It's very boring. I know, like, you do your ultra hard vanilla pack, whatever. You know,
the texture packs? Yeah, there's cool texture packs.
Not the texture pack.
The
it's
Halo
like
one was really
the
cool.
ultra hard vanilla hardcore pack or whatever.
Yeah.
It's survival packs or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I get that, but I just can't. I can do a sandbox MMO like Arcade because I can create my own game, you know, and have fun. But Minecraft, after I'm done building like 27 dicks in the forest and then making a crop circle, I'm kind of bored.
Yeah.
You know?
It's Mike and I tried that a couple of times.
Yeah, we tried playing Minecraft.
We tried to do like Let's Plays in it, or even like making a series out of it, because like a lot of the times you'll see a lot of big YouTubers like Sly has XCOM. Well, he did.
No, he's just got his own Minecraft series. What's it called?
Well, he was doing XCOM with like Seamus, right? Or somebody.
No,
I don't know. I didn't watch XCOM because it's Minecraft.
Sly, Nova, and Seamus. I'm pretty sure that's XCOM.
Yeah. Well, they did have
Minecraft Daily. That's what he had.
Yeah, and then he was doing XCOM. Not anymore.
Well, we don't know. Cause
he said that there's no way that they are going to have time. They're just too busy. But shout out to Sly Fox. Good luck in all you do.
I love you.
I love you
cried.
too. I wish you were moving back to Pennsylvania so I could stalk you.
I don't know.
He only lives like an hour away from us.
Yeah.
I heard.
I never actually stalked him. Just putting that out there.
I can't even watch people who stream it on Twitch. Even like I'm like slanging my head.
Here's the thing. Exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Syndicate is one of my favorite YouTubers. He still is. He does the Minecraft Project, which is now in it's actually
like 200-300?
it's actually called Seasons now by YouTube. It's technically a show on YouTube at this point. They actually came to him and were like, "Can you call this a show?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, of course." It's in the 300s now. That's how long he's been doing it.
And they're like 30 minutes.
And some of them, he live streams sometimes. Like when he built the castle in his seed, he live streamed for 4 hours, and every single one of those videos gets somewhere like maybe 1.5 mil views. Fucking, how do people sit there and watch that?
Right.
I understand that he's a really cool dude. He's entertaining just to listen and talk to. I wish he did a podcast because I'd love to listen to it. He's really entertaining and he can talk so much. But it's just so boring. Like, I've watched the 4 hour long ones.
Yeah.
And when I watch them, I put in headphones and then I open a new tab and I do other shit and just listen. And if he screams that something happened, I'll go back and rewind.
Right.
And just watch that. But other than that, it's fucking boring. There's just nothing to do. Like, I wish that I was really excited when they came out with new biomes. When they had, like, you have the forest, you have the big deserts
Tundra.
now, you have like the snow biomes,
Thunder.
you have the tundra, and I think that's cool. I think PC Minecraft is infinitely better than the Xbox One, save for the Halo mashup. That was really cool. But it's just, oh man, it's not big enough. The worlds are not big enough. They're like,
Yeah.
it's something like,
Except for that one guy who made like all of Denmark, or was it all of like Norway?
I don't know.
That was like a
he
terabyte.
recreated the entire
Country.
country, like one for one scale.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's 1 terabyte to download the file.
At least, I think.
Yeah.
But here's the ultimate question. Do MMOs eventually become boring and, like, overplayed, and it becomes boring, sort of like Minecraft? Like, from personal experience, I'd say yes.
Absolutely.
Because I've burnt out on... I played Terra Online, I've burnt out on it, I haven't played it in a few months. I got burned out on SOTOR. Like, the only games that seem to I don't get burned out by is Smite and World of Tanks.
I can tell you when I played WoW, there was a couple of times where I played WoW for 40 hours straight.
Yeah.
And then wouldn't touch it for 3 weeks.
Yeah, right.
Just because it's like, I just raided for 40 hours.
Yeah.
I can't even look at the sunlight without like dying. So you're like, and it's just like you see it on your computer, and you're like, not today. And another game that it's not an MMO. It's not, but it is a game that I burned myself out on. So I'll just throw it out there anyway. Diablo.
Yeah.
That's.
I did the same
It's
thing
not.
with
See, but MMO technically stands for massively multiplayer. Right?
It's that's just an
4
RPG.
people in a party.
That's
Yeah,
just an RPG.
it is an RPG. It is.
Sort of.
It's a multiplayer RPG. You can join teammates and stuff like that. But without even an exaggeration, and I tell people this all the time. I start with that. Without an exaggeration, on PC and Xbox combined, I've beaten that game 46 times.
I think
It's just I'm so
you can
done with it.
you can burn your.
I love that game to death, and now I got the Crusader
Yeah.
for it, and I played it the other day for 19 hours. And like I'm back to it because I got the DLC finally. And it's fun again, but I played that on Tuesday. I haven't touched it since. And I know that it's insanely fun, but I was 19 hours. I
Yeah.
just don't want to.
I think you can burn yourself out on any game though. I
Yeah.
mean, that I don't know, like,
But
I don't know if it's us getting older or
The quality of the game is dropping. I put in Call of Duty and then I pop it back out because it's so boring.
do you think MMOs have the?
That's not an MMO.
Do you think MMOs should focus on having a non-burnout feature?
Yeah, definitely.
But what would it be?
New
It has
content.
Not
But
new
you know how
content.
frequently that would have to be?
It would technically have to be like SAO. They would have to have 100 floors with me that would require
Yeah.
training to lead up to. So that way, after I'm done it, I'm like, okay, time to restart the training. But technically, after that, you're grinding for 3 weeks
Yeah,
just to
exactly.
defeat a boss, then grinding for 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
you're doing that 100 times. And after you grind for maybe like 20 floors, you're like, oh, good, I'm grinding again.
Yeah.
But see, this is my thing though. You have to stick me in the game and threaten my life for me to play it now.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's us getting older or is the games they're getting worse and more worse. Because it's like I don't know. I feel like now when E3 comes, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, just
For
don't watch
some
E3.
reason. I just
I-
don't watch E3. It's like I'm not excited about anything coming except for the SAO game because God. But like when I first played World of Tanks, I'm like yes, and I didn't touch it for a while. I went back to it, I'm like, yeah, this is pretty fun.
Yeah.
I think the non-burnout feature that it had to be adaptive. The game would have to be very adaptive, and that's going to be very hard to do. It had to adapt to its own environment and constantly change and move in a different moving parts.
Like sort of
Well,
like an
here's-
open world.
Yeah, like
Like
it has to be like
rains and
Arcade
snows.
almost. Like it has to be a sandbox, but the game creates itself.
Kind of like EVE Online.
Here's
Yeah.
almost the thing that I'm thinking. It needs to be more challenging. However, in the
If
same
it's too
way,
challenging, give it
game
a
You're talking about
companies-
more grinding.
gamekeepers, not only that, but like even games that aren't that hard, like Kingdom Hearts. By the time I have 2 worlds open, I'm probably 15 to 20 levels overpowered.
Right.
Because I just grind, because I know what's coming. So it's games
Unless
like
you're
that
playing
that keep me
Sephiroth,
entertained.
then good luck.
It doesn't matter how overpowered you are, you're still going to get fucked in the ass.
Exactly.
By that 9-foot-long sword. But game companies won't make games too hard, or they'll be infamous for being too hard. Like you ask people all the time. I know people that won't even touch Ninja Gaiden because the second you get into that game, you're dead. And it's like, then don't fucking complain that it's too hard. Adapt yourself, learn how to play the game, and don't be a bitch about it.
Right.
Like I'll admit, I play those games. They're fucking holy shit. Like playing on normal makes you feel like a pussy.
You see,
but it's those games that are like, maybe if I try this, maybe if I do this. So they have the potential to be so big, but there are those little Call of Duty fanboys that are like, oh, a new game, it's too hard, so they don't make money. Because they're like, I can't just shoot him. I can't shoot him 5 times and he's dead.
Like Warfighter.
Yeah, exactly. It's dumb. People don't like hard games.
And again, I go back to, I don't know if it's us growing up or is it just games are getting bad. It makes me want to kind of leave my major now and go back to being a game creator so I can, because game creators don't listen. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
It's not that they don't listen.
They have an agenda.
It's they do, and what sells. They're making Call of Duty fucking like 10?
10, yeah, I think this is
okay? 10. They're making money. And they're doing the same thing over and over again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's why they're not doing it.
I don't know how much Ghost made. I'm not sure.
Ghost was the worst Call of Duty I have ever played. And
but
I started
it still
with
made
one.
Money.
Yeah.
It still made a
We are not
shit ton
buying
of money.
Advanced Warfare.
No,
I wish the Call of Duty series would die, truthfully.
Halo is infinitely better, and then like nobody.
I'd rather play Halo. Like I've been playing a
I
lot
love
of
Halo. Halo's awesome. We play it all the time now.
Yeah.
Now combine Halo with Gun Gale.
Dude, that'd be interesting.
That'd be a good game.
Dude, could you imagine
sword?
Having an energy sword with a magnum?
Yeah.
That would be an interesting.
Or like a BR running down. That'd be cool.
But no, because then it'd be cheap. Yeah, no scope sword skill.
Yeah. But what you said, I don't think it's us getting older, because personally I like, and this is another debate that you can get into. I like saying that, you know, I'm a video game nerd, but people are like, oh, you play video games, you're not a nerd, you're not smart. That's true, because I spend all my time playing video games. But I'm still nerdy. I still, you know, I fucking read books for enjoyment.
Joe LARP.
I love LARPing!
I want to LARP too.
Okay, so people
watch anime.
People that fucking debate the thing that you're not a nerd unless you got like a fucking perfect score on your SATs can go suck off.
Exactly.
But like I will be playing video games till the day I die. I don't care how old I am. I don't think it's us getting older. I think in us getting older, we know what a good game is.
Yeah.
Because we've been there for every single Halo release, so we know how to make a fucking good game series. And then we've seen Call of Duty's steady decline from, alright, this is an acceptable game, what the fuck are you doing? Please jump off a cliff.
But you know what? We're becoming those people we said we'd never become. I remember, you know, Doom first game, SNES. We're becoming them. Like, I remember the N64. I remember when a GameCube game could hold my attention for at least 2 months. Maybe even more.
Yeah.
Or an N64.
Well, see, the difference with that now, the biggest difference is that when we used to play those games, you used to go to the mall with your parents like once a month, or excuse me, like once every 6 months. And if they were in a good mood, you got a new game.
Yeah.
And you might not. There was a 50-50 chance. So you played what the fuck you got. And now if I have the money, I'm like, fuck it, I can drive. Let's go to GameStop. Yeah, exactly. And I look for a new game, and 9 out of 10 times, I'm probably going to be disappointed.
Exactly. But still, those games hold their own. Even if you could get a new game every month, those games still hold their own. Like when Christmas came around, you used to get a lot of games. You would still play the crap out of one game, and then you just finish the next game, and Christmas would be right back there.
I actually, 2 years ago, I had one of the best Christmases I've had in such a long time. Not only because my parents are cool, but I have the fucking best friend in the world, and he got me games. I played Far Cry 3, Hitman Absolution, Medal of Honor Warfighter, and the only one that sucked, I want to say this was the same year. No, it wasn't. Assassin's Creed 3 was maybe that year. Okay?
Oh yeah, I think it was.
Hitman Far Cry and Medal of Honor were all fucking incredible.
Yeah.
I loved every single second of them. And I was actually really surprised. I remember thinking to myself, like, one of these games is going to be shit. I don't know which one it is, but one of them is going to be a piece of shit.
He lined them up, he drilled them.
And if,
Which one is yours gonna
if I had to put them in
you
order,
kid?
I would have to say it would probably be Far Cry, Medal of Honor, and Hitman. Hitman's just being last. And it's a very close 3, Hitman just being last, because I'm not a stealthy man at all. I just like to run in and spray. But Medal of Honor, we were talking about this the other night.
Yeah.
We don't know why it didn't sell as well. That game is fucking great.
That game has so many good aspects in multiplayer. The gun camos, the character nations and customizations, and like all of that. Those things need to be like. I wish that was in Battlefield 4, because if it was, I would buy Battlefield 4, even though it sucks.
That's why I like the Tom Clancy games.
Dude, yeah, Ghost Recon Advanced thing, the third-person future shooter. That was pretty fun.
That was really fun.
I played the original and then the newest one. I haven't played any of the ones in between. But like if I get the sale, they're like $2 on Steam.
Yeah.
All right. Games. Not many games coming out soon.
Worth talking about at least.
Yeah. A new game was released by the creators of Borderlands, Gearbox, and 2K. I think 2K, or maybe not. Anyway, the game's
If it's with Gearbox, maybe it's 2K, because they work closely.
The game is called Battleborn. Looks sort of interesting. I want to see what they do with it. There are 6 characters. So if they have like 6-player co-op, that'll be interesting. It's only for It's only for next gen consoles. It also gives you more characters if you don't want to be like the 4 and like Borderlands. You want to be.
Oh, cool.
Well, no, like that's not what I meant. Where you were going, like you can't like switch between them, but like it gives you more options of characters you want to play.
Okay, that's cool.
There's like an archer, and there's a big heavy gunner guy, and there's a mage, I think.
It sounds like it's almost futuristic mixed with like.
Futuristic. I'll send you the trailer. It looks like an interesting world.
You said there was like a mage and stuff and an archer, and I'm just thinking like, it's kind of like old sounding.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see where that goes.
Medieval, if you will.
Yeah, but that's it. You want to talk about Destiny?
I do. The hype. It's so real.
I don't get hyped.
Dude, I'm hyped for Master Chief Collection and Destiny.
I'm hyped for that, but I'm scared. I'm scared to get hyped about anything anymore, because usually
you're getting every Halo game. You know what you're getting with Halo.
Yeah, you know what you're getting with Halo, but not Destiny.
A cool feature that I read about the Master Chief Collection that I actually didn't know about, and I didn't actually know. I never bought Combat Evolved Anniversary. So apparently you can do this in Combat Evolved Anniversary too. You can switch from 1080p 60 frames or original graphics. And I was like,
I wasted an
hour.
Why
the fuck would you play in original graphics?
I wasted an hour just switching back and forth like an idiot.
Oh, it's so gorgeous looking. Another thing I want to touch on before Destiny. I saw a trailer the other day that you might have actually watched with me. It was by the other day, I mean like a couple weeks ago. Kingdom Hearts 2.5.
Oh yeah.
They showed it in HD, and then what it looked like when it first came out in 2006, 2007. Holy shit! It looks so good. And it's like the final cut of it. So all of Sora's costumes are like the Japanese version. So like when he's in Halloween Town, he's dressed up as like in like a.
It is a final cut, so you might be able to fight Roxas, because in the Japanese version you can fight Roxas, but you didn't in the English version.
You better still be able to fight Sephiroth too.
Oh, definitely.
That'd be cool. But anyway, back to Destiny. I'm really excited for it. They just announced the Ghost Edition and the Limited Edition version of it, which both have looked really cool. The Ghost Edition just comes with a statue of like a ghost thing. I don't know. But the thing that I wanted to touch on with it is the fact that the beta starts on the 17th, if I'm not mistaken, for the PS4. Starts for the Xbox One and 360 on the 23rd. Microsoft has backed Bungie for so long, and then Bungie's like, nope, PS4 first. And I was like, why?
Shot to the nuts.
Yeah,
Sony did say, it might have been Sony, it might have been Bungie, but that this is going to be mainly a PS4 game. They're going to
Which
get
is
all
so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, they wouldn't even be a company. I don't want to say that.
Because
but, like, the Halo games would not have been so big if Microsoft hadn't come to them and be like, listen,
they got bigger fish to fry.
here's $3 million, make us a game that's not fucking shit.
Yeah.
And then after that it was like, okay, here's like as much money as you want, keep going, because Halo 2, or actually, I'm not sure when Microsoft came in, was it with 2?
I'm not sure.
It might have started with 3, I know they helped with 3.
They helped with 2 also.
Did they? Okay. And they were like, just keep going. And those games are all fantastic. I mean, ODST kind of sucks, but ODST was a filler game, so.
Yeah.
There's also Fable Legends coming out. I don't know if any of you guys played that.
Yeah, I like Fable 3.
Yeah,
I didn't like Fable 3.
I like Fable 2. I like Fable
You didn't
3
like
also.
Fable because you hopped on so late after me and Chris were like already done with it.
Yeah.
I think. Well, I drained that game of like half the achievements in like a day, and then I was like, this is alright, I'm done. It was kind of like
Alright.
it was like with the MMO thing. I played it for like 6 hours, and I was like, well, that was fun to play, and I haven't touched it since. And
Yeah,
that was when it was free to play.
I think if I'm right, Fable Legends is an MMO. You got to sign up to see if you can be score a slot in the beta test,
Right.
Right.
which I did.
Yeah.
That's
So-
that's another thing real quick that I want to touch on.
Beta testing?
Yes.
Yeah.
With recent games, I played the Titanfall beta.
I feel so sorry for you.
And it was really actually a lot of fun
Yeah.
during beta.
Really?
It was great during beta. I don't know what happened during the fucking actual release of the game, but
Maybe it's the fact that there were only 7 guns.
with the Destiny beta, that game is supposed to be huge, so I know that that could be a big reason why they're letting everyone in it, everyone who pre-orders it gets a beta code, every single person. And that means they already have the servers up.
Yeah.
They're testing them. That's why it's called a beta test. And I
was a
think
beta
that's
tester
really
for
cool.
Reach, I think.
Yeah.
It was Reach.
You got the flaming helmet then? I'm jealous. And I think that's cool. The same way that everyone that pre-orders Master Chief Collection, you're getting Halo 5 multiplayer beta. Everyone's getting it. And I think that's what's going to start happening with a lot of console
That's
games.
what Model of Honor Warfighter did.
Yeah.
You got the Battlefield 4 beta, and
Yeah,
I played that.
Yeah.
I miss feeling special though. Like
I felt really
beta
special.
tester.
I felt
Yeah.
really special on the Titanfall beta until I realized they were like, no, you don't get to keep your level or anything you have at all.
Yeah.
And I was like,
What's the point?
I didn't get anything special. I was like, seriously, why the fuck did I even get hyped for that? I
I
had no advantage over everyone. Well, did I get to keep my level? I don't think so.
I think
That's
that
how you know you're getting screwed from the door with that game.
Yeah.
we saw the statue today. It's massive.
Yeah, it's cool looking. It felt a little cheap, but
The base did.
it's not worth
Yeah.
$250.
I just,
I don't think it is.
I think
Snatch it.
honestly, we'll see what happens with gaming, and we'll see what happens with SAO Season 2, another anime.
Yeah. Alright, you want to wrap it up?
Oh yeah, I gotta make the announcement, don't I?
Sure.
We're starting a new anime. Why did I stroke my mustache? We're starting a new anime podcast with me, my awkward voice on camera, and Jake and Mike Gaming will be there with me. It's a Nerd Cave TV / Jake and Mike Gaming project, and I'm playing with my zipper. This one.
Play with the other one!
No, yeah, we're gonna focus mainly, we're gonna try to focus mainly on anime.
Yeah.
Might go off on other tangents, but yeah, we'll talk about anime openings, endings, music, our favorite animes. We'll dive deep into an anime and completely analyze it for you guys and give it a rating, whether it's worth the watch or not. So look out for that.
Just so you know, SAO definitely not worth the watch.
No, it's
Dude, that's the worst anime ever.
Fucking
Dude,
trash.
once the romance kicks in, it's fucking trash.
It's trash.
There's no fighting. It's just terrible.
Don't
it's
watch
trash.
it.
We all have matching SAO tattoos, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
trash.
I only watch it because it's cool.
Yeah.
Only because everyone watched
Only
it.
because
It's
everyone
like
watches it.
Naruto.
That's
I
a
think
lesson
we
for
were
you
all
kids.
there before the hype, probably.
That's a lesson for you kids. Always do what the cool thing is. Don't ever try to be yourself.
Alright kids, stay in drugs and don't do school.
Alright, so for the Mike and Jake podcast, I've been Jake.
And I'm Mike.
For Nerd Cave TV, I'm John. Wow, I forgot my name.
I forget.
I'm Jawan and. Oh wait, that's right, he's not here. Good night!
Alright, everyone, stay fucking wet!
What?
In the
You
pussy.
did it in there.
Can you leave that in there?